Lähme paneme klassi ära.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So,
Hello.
good morning. But we have. Let's go there.
Okay.
Our principal is there.
Okay.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Вроде хочет написать вежливо, но так стрёмно.
Oota, kuhu me lähme?
There you go!
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Christian is running.
I'm happy to meet you in our small school. Here we name of our school is Kiviõli First Secondary School, and I'm Tina, as coordinator of this project. And as usually, it's very complicated to start first moving, so it's a little bit taking time to start smoothly moves. I hope you had all very well sleep and you are completely rested now. Do we have here any good students? Yes, because in our country, when it's starting Christmas time, the elves are coming and looking from windows, and they knew that here are some extra students, and they brought here also some presents for students. So everyone just put their hand in and take someone and give the next one. Reflectors. So I will give each group a small present, and this reflector is to put on your coats and jackets to be visible. It's low here, so we will follow this. And Croatia. Here you are. Turkish group?
Yes.
And Romanian group. And also we have here our headmaster, Heidi, and I will give speech to her now.
Thank you. Hello to everyone. Unfortunately, I don't know any Romanian, Turkish or Croatian, so I'm trying to manage in English. I am very pleased to welcome you all here. I hope you had a good rest and you are ready to action. So I'm ready to study with us and ready to learn how to translate recipes into chemistry language. And this will be interesting and useful for you. During these first 3 days, you will spend time with us, with our students. Hopefully you will find some new friends, and when you are ready to leave, you will take something with you in your hearts. So enjoy your time here in Kiviõli and also in Ida-Virumaa and later in Tallinn. Nice to meet you. Thank you.
No, some words from me as well. I met you all yesterday. So today we're going to have following tasks. At first, of course, we're going to make some introduction game, a little bit get to know each other more better, because this side of the room hasn't met this side of the room yet properly. Then we are going to start making food with recipes together in the groups. But along the way we have to film the whole process, so we have a lot of material to use later on in the week. And today we just make the recipes come true, film it, and later in the afternoon we're going to have some experiments with also with some food to get to know actually what happens in the food when we cook it or when we put some ingredients inside. So, and this is more or less the whole day. We are going to be flexible in a lot of ways. Let's say if we feel we are tired, we make some resting, let's say break. And if we want to do some more intense work, then of course we can do that. We're going to have lunch, so no worries. Lunch will be more or less at 12 o'clock.
12:30.
12:30, yeah. No, for me it's half hour there. It's never. I'm more like a Spanish person. So, but yeah, everybody will get food, and then later in the evening at 7 o'clock,
Yep.
we're going to have a welcome party as well. So.
Not party anymore.
Yes, but before we can party, we have to work really hard. So, and I think overall, then during the week we have to then translate these kind of normal recipes into chemistry laboratory work format in a way that actually chemistry teachers can actually use it. Okay, yes, we make some bakery now, but how would the chemistry teacher would approach to, let's say, bakery? So along the way, it's going to be quite open in a way that we are developing together. So if you have science features, yes, yes. So we can put some input more, because this is the concept, and the input is very welcome from your side. So do you have any questions for me? No. Everybody wants to pieces.
I will give everyone one piece.
And this is a part from a little bit this get to know game. So you have to put together a puzzle, but in order to do that you have to find the piece that matches. And when you get the picture, get to know more that what do students like, give you more courage to do that, because we are all in the same group. It gets otherwise quite crowded. We can use.
Have yet.
Who doesn't have a puzzle piece?
The last one. So let's find the group.
And I have a small, let's say, suggestion that the other pieces are more or less in the other room.
let's go.
I don't know.
We only have to find.
We have to find.
Are you ready to listen? Are you ready to Victory Royale?
Sorry. Oh, and that. Oh, we can
Wouldn't
put
it be easier to do it on paper?
You have to look for his back.
Oh, that's like...
А на английском? Сейчас скажу. Давай.
I can't explain it, so it's very good Potato. That's hilarious. Наша любимая еда. Окей,
How do you feel? Have you mixed the groups? Have you got new acquaintances? No?
Absolutely.
But who's to blame? You can choose. Yeah, you are here. Is it to cooperate with her? Because if it's this was now, does every group have their how to say, the company with whom they are going to make the recipes or no?
Yes.
Do you know? So you have formed a group with whom you are going to make the recipe, yeah?
Et kas me oleme samas grupis sellega, kellega me teeme retsepti? Aga Kristjan, we have only one foreigner. We have like... Ei, oota, aga nagu...
Okay, so we have to reform the group.
No.
And from each subject there should be one participant. So you have to have 2 Estonians and 3, let's say, not Estonians. 3. And 2 groups who are just because all Estonians, because we have too many Estonians. Yeah, it's overpopulation.
2 groups is going to school kitchen. Walk a little bit around school, look to different rooms. Please ask the museum key. You can have the tour there and look our school history. And we will start with these two groups. First, what needs most.
So I will give each group and the handouts purposes.
Yes, I am listening to it.
That this is the more or less the blank data sheet what you have to fill in during the week. There are like two examples also where it's where are explain. Let's say you have a question what you are doing in there. You have some kind of hypothesis, some materials. The procedure, how we are, what steps are you doing to make it happen on that? So this is the aim what we want.
Kas see luuab leibana?
Karuskid tulevad, me paneme leiva kerkima, sest see leiva kerkimine võtab 4 tundi aega. Leiva retsept on siin, mul ei ole nagu see leiva retsept, mida ma välja printin. Like the example how to fill this ühte tühja ei saa, tühi ka.
Teie olete grupis, et te toitu?
Ei, nad joonistavad loogu, meie oleme grupis.
See on see, et te tutvite.
Retsept on minu käes.
Ei, kas on see naine?
See on kõik koos nagu, nemad teevad nagu pointklubi hakkama.
Vaatavad, kas me siia niimoodi vaikselt ära mahume kõik, et üksteist ei hakka segama. Nii, ma kõigepealt paneks selle leivarühma, aga kus nad on, ma ei tea, kus nad on. Nii, siis oli Suira ja Albert ja Ilja, vaata, loe, siin on nüüd siis see retsept.
Sööb.
Et see on siis Suira retsept.
Ma teeme kõik koos.
Ei saa kõike kõik korraga
teha. Aga nagu nad teevad nagu pannkogida.
Me olime ühes...
Üks asi korraga. Edasi teil oli see leht. See leht. Siia peate te siis kirja panema, milliseid asju teil vaja oli see.
Aga kes on küla, et nagu kelle...
Nii, edasi peate vaatama siin, kuidas see asi käima hakkab. Kõigepealt, mis teil vaja on, eks ju, siis tuleb siit vaadata, kus on piim on seal need, eks ju. Et siis tuleb need asjad välja otsida. Nii, siis tuleb edasi vaadata kõik asjad, mis teil vaja on, kausid, et kõik asjad oleksid valmis. Ja siis, kui te tegema hakkate, siis peate otsustama, et kas teie teete ja tema filmib või tema teeb ja teie filmite, kuidas te selle oma töö paika panete.
Put it away, good.
Hüpoteesi, no ütleme, et seda hüpoteesi teil ei ole. Te ei pea, toit tuleb välja. Topeltorts. Meil on üsna suur grupp, eks ju. Nii, et siis ütleme, et selles mõttes nad söömiseks on mõeldud ikkagi õhtul, eks ju.
Siis ongi, et saab külmkappi vaata.
Ja külmkappi või siis järgi.
Stop still. Mina saan meile sahar. Kas sa tuleb küll meelde? Ma teen nagu Sneak Sadamaliks kõigest võttes. Soola on toiduõli. Oi,
selles mõttes see kuupiim on täiesti
Naastega veel.
We will.
Okay.
I mean, it's pretty much the same. So. I'm up for some pancakes, okay?
Yes! Where is the phone? Nii küll jälle lukku taga. No lukud on lahti praegu. Oh! I found some phones.
Käsi peale, siis sa keerad, vaata.
Do you understand anything?
I'm guessing this is milk. Yes.
Yeah!
That's it.
We have to wash hands. And then spray Sander with it.
Tead, see tundub väga nagu mingi, see tundub väga nagu mingi game show, kus kõik nagu lähevad üksteise vastu ja siis
We need some the measuring cup. I got some. Oh, let's make the pattern.
How many eggs do you have?
We have to put 8, so there has to be 2 left later.
I need brothers.
Big egg. These are some racist eggs.
Minu laua peal.
Kas soola on siin või? Kus?
just put the whole bag.
Okay, maybe there's some salt in the door. If I can find any.
Paula, kellel oli vaja?
Salt! Yeah.
Kellel on vaja mingisuguseid mõõteasju? You have to mix some let's say around this cup and put it all together. So here a little bit with one, a little bit second,
Then add milk to the eggs and then whisk it again.
But how much more
is
Meil on vaja 4 seniks teeme.
make it half and half.
Cooking shorts. Or
Come on, let's put here
we
something.
need 2 bags of, we need
Big water.
4.
So we haven't put like 8 times. I like more, not packaged.
Все?
Tahab teada, mis need asjad olid, mis on väga
One in the pink and the
Ei saa 2 liitrit.
siin peaks olema. Söögisoda. Tiina, ma ei suuda ikka sinuta. Kus kohas on porgandi?
Kasti sees kuskil.
Some water. I want food already. Okay, we're just gonna eat that.
Better than
Go ahead, don't stop.
Yes. You're gonna get sick.
I don't want to get fear
It's HIV.
right now.
Oh God,
It's called HIV.
If I do get a disease, I'm probably going to get that. He says we need like 4 fans. We're going to need like 4 fans. I'm looking
to smash.
You're the
What,
type of guy
what will happen when I
that
put my hand on the stove? Let's see. Yes. Let's try it. More like. Where is this when Taimo? What did you do? Taimo.
It's water.
Yeah.
Wait, his name is actually
Taimo. How much capital do you need?
So you know that I didn't cheat or something like that. I just took this one cucumber and put it into this water. Pickle, yes. And later we're going to use it in our presentation. So you know that you can take.
Teen lusikas.
Walking away.
Running. Why are you running? Okay, I feel it. We have a lot of
That's what Americans call it.
Yeah. We just call it football.
Oh God, no.
I think we should put the pancakes on it. Or are we just gonna watch it? Come on. Kurat, ma oleks võinud filmida. Tonya for you.
Why did I press this model? Oh my God.
Taimo, it smells like candy. Oh, at least he filmed it. Yeah. Mati, missä on? What is that? Weapon.
Skidastopp!
Sitten slimmaa, no
This is the one that failed. This
You can sleep now. You are embarrassing. Stop it! You're so mean! I just want to eat already.
Спасибо. Никуда не уйдешь, ты страдаешь с нами.
Sandor, don't leave me here.
But now you theme, and so now you theme. Now you know what to do. Yes. Now you can share responsibilities. Somebody is filming a lot, and things should be all here. And feel free to search the cupboards and stuff. And if not, then they are locals, so they will get from
Yes.
then we have çünkü ne koydunuz biliyor musunuz içine? Bunu sütü kestiriyorsunuz, sonra onu süzüyorsunuz ve şey oluyor. Peynir yapıyorsunuz. Okay.
Now we know.
Okay.
Ne yapayım? Tek mi alayım? Biz çok güzel bir pasta yapacağız parmak Kahveyi 2 saat sonra getir.
Oh, you want to see how I did it?
Se muidugi kleepima hakkab, siis ei ole olemas paremat liini kui veivainas.
Meil on firmavad ilmast toonsest. I even swear in Estonian and Russian and English.
Hayır, bunlar bizler bize böyle şefin o zaman Berrak, müziği çalsana. Bana iyi şunun şeyi İngilizcesi yok. Bir de şundan 2 bardak
Prvo veliku žlicu da izmiješam malo onda da.
Täpselt panite jah? Ja siin on 200 grammi,
Ja ei pidanud ju.
seal on 50 grammi siis kumbima vähem, sellepärast ta on redel.
Ja.
mitu tundi olema seal friiseris onju, aga mul tuli mõte, et äkki praegu paneks šokolaadi sisse need rullid onju, siis rullib seal sees ära ja siis paneb sinna friiserisse.
Siis sa pead millegi peale panema.
Siin ongi kirjas, et ikka küpsetusplaani.
We change that the boys can cook also and the girls can.
The idea is that as now we are going to have some more or less free time in a sense, because somebody is finishing the project and somebody has already finished. Yes?
Yes, we have. Yes.
So it means that until 3 o'clock we have to find ourselves busy. You can a little bit work with the handout that I gave you. When you think about pancakes, about what you did.
Yes.
Or you can also relax, because from 3 o'clock you have to be a little bit more rested also, because then it's going to be a little bit more intense. We make some experiments, so you have to be ready to work with your brain. Okay?
Okay.
So you know, if somebody else is coming, everybody else is coming, say the same thing to them also. Until 3 o'clock, it's like look what you want to do, be positive, communicate with others, and from 3 o'clock then we meet again and then we start to do it. Okay? Super.
olla mingisugused valmistoidud või ananassi ma pidin panema.
All your attention to me, yes? I'm really this kind of person that wants to have all the attention to me, because I'm this kind of teacher. Okay, very good. Very good. So, how are you feeling? Good? Not good? Bad? 1, 2, 3, everybody put your hands up in some ways. Okay, who is tired? Tired?
Who is tired?
Okay, who is ready for some experiments? Okay, so
Who is ma ei tea midagi experience. Ta küsis what, siis ta ei saanud aru, mida sa ütlesid.
is our guest, Tormi. She has prepared some experiments. The same groups. The same group. Hey, was this или пойдет? Есть здесь тогда. Okay. She has prepared some experiments. Each group, as you were in your recipes, the same groups are welcome into my classroom, which is 235. But and when you go there, go to one table, and then there will be a short introduction. Tormi will have an introduction of about 20 minutes. She, maybe less even, who she is, what she's doing, and then you have the experiments. They are relatively simple, but again, please do film them when you do, and try to see it as an experiment in chemistry. Okay, so it's like a food chemistry, but still it's like, wow, this is happening, and this is something that actually you learn in middle school in chemistry. So, are you ready to go?
Sure.
So please gather around with your group, and each group can leave when they are together.
I'm going to ask you some questions as well, so I ask you to at least give me some kind of response. With me, there's no wrong answers, so please go ahead. Whatever comes to your mind, raise your hand and you can answer. So first of all, my name is Tormi, or Stormy. Yes, in English my name is Stormy, so whatever is easier for you to remember, then it's fine for me as well. So I come from this town called Tartu. Does anyone of you know anything about Tartu? Yes, there is Estonians. Okay, so Tartu, for you who don't know, Tartu is a university city of Estonia. University of Tartu was established in 1632, so it is one of the oldest universities in Europe. So that's where I come from. I study. I'm doing my PhD in Tartu University, and I'm specialized in how to teach science better, basically. But my great passion is actually food science and cooking. So that's why I'm here today. I'm going to share some knowledge that I have, but unfortunately I don't know everything. Sorry guys, I don't know everything. So that's why I brought this book.
That's a large book.
It is a large book and it's just introductory. If we can get it
It's
straight.
just introduction.
It's just introduction, exactly. So there's lots to learn, but I promise you that as much as you are willing to do the work with me, the more interesting and more knowledge you will gain from this workshop that we are going to have today. Okay, so I don't know you. I know that there's at least 3-4 nations represented. Estonia.
Turkey.
Turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Croatia.
Who else is here?
Croatia.
Croatia. Romania. That's all. 4. Okay. Very good. Very good. So what I want you to do is that I wonder if most of you is that I'm here for the first time ever in my life, and first time visiting this school. So probably you are more familiar with the school than I am. So I have to ask Christian to guide us where we have a little bit more.
Let's make one small energizer, yes?
Yes.
Let's come. No, wait. And teachers also, in one line, one circle.
Yeah, everyone will join. Yeah.
Okay.
No, you were trying to do it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so everyone is in a circle, I guess. Yeah? Okay, very good. So, first, I'm going to have you think a bit. Oh no, it's very easy. So, please think about an organ in your body. If you could be one, then what would you be?
Oh my goodness.
Think about an organ in your body or a piece in your body that you would be if you were part of your organ.
Yes, everybody got that, yeah?
Kehaosa või organ.
So raise your hand if you understood the question.
Jäta see endale meelde.
Did you understand the question?
You know who you are or what you are.
Okay, push.
Said aru? Everyone understood? Yeah? Ready? Yeah, so you have an organ? Yes. Okay. Very good. So, the next step will be that imagine that a giant has fallen dead in this area. The head will be that way and the legs will be that way. So now find your place in this organism. Nad on ajus, kuskil läks.
I'm the brain.
Brain? Are you the brain as well? Brain together.
Listen up.
Okay. So I guess that every organ has found its place. Yes. So now I'm going to ask a couple of you, not probably all of you, where you are and what is your function. Okay, I'm starting from head to toes. So
See.
the highest guy over there, what's your name?
See.
See. So who are you?
Brain.
You're the brain, and what is your function?
Thinking.
Thinking. Any other brains there?
Hepimiz düşünüyoruz.
Raise your hand that comes from here.
I am brain but I don't say.
Who's the brain? Yes, okay. What's your name?
Everybody
Valeri.
stand, please.
Okay, we have Valeri here, he's the brain as well. So what is your other function in addition to thinking? Think? Learn, maybe? Yes? You want that?
I think I control the body.
You control the body?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Any other additional ideas? Yeah? Remembering. Memory, very good. Any other?
Slow.
Okay, let's move on. We have the brain. Then we come down to eyes. Eyes, any eyes? I heard an eye
Who are
before.
I?
Eye.
Bence herkes benim düşündüğüm gibi düşündü bence.
You are I.
Ben gibi.
Anyone with eyes?
Burun ben.
We have eyes here. Yeah? Go ahead. What's your function? See.
Oh, let's make we are all tired a little bit, but let's make it this way, that when Tormi is speaking and somebody else is speaking with Tormi.
Thank you. Is everyone okay with that?
Yes.
Okay, I understand that maybe some translation needs to be done, so I respect that as well. So, so let's try to have balance between listening and translations. Okay, does that sound okay for you? Okay, we have the eyes. Do we have any nose as well?
Nose.
Nose. Yes. Are you the nose?
Yes.
Okay.
Only nose.
Okay, only nose. Okay.
Smell.
Smell. Okay, very good. Okay, the mouth. Any mouth? Oh, sorry. Yes. Your name? Rudolf. Okay. And to eat. Any other functions? Drink. Speaking. Speaking. What comes to cooking? Tasting.
Tasting.
With the nose, we need to smell as well. Okay. Okay. Moving downwards, we have the neck. Anyone keeping up the head? No one. Respond without. Okay, coming downwards. Any shoulders? Arms? No arms either.
Tommy, I think everybody told the internal organs. I think they understood.
Okay.
So that's why we
Does
don't have
anyone want to
neck.
have to become an arm or a neck or yeah?
Okay.
Yes.
I would like to be an art.
An arm? Okay, and which one? Right or
The
left?
right one.
Right one. Okay, and what is your function?
To hold things, to take things, to give things.
What if you're a left-handed person?
Okay. Definitely I cannot write with my left hand.
Yes.
So pretty much the same.
Okay. So now we have one arm. What about the digestive and the heart and the lungs, this area? Internal organs, then I guess this whole bundle is something.
We are heart.
Hearts? Hearts all together. What do you do?
Yes, what do you do?
What do you do as a heart? What's your function?
Keep the body alive.
Keep the body alive. How?
By pumping blood.
Exactly.
Hocam siz ne?
Okay, does anyone want to add something with the heart? Love.
Love,
maybe?
yes.
Okay.
Oh, ben jung.
Okay. Okay, we have the heart. Do we have the lungs?
Yes.
This way.
Yes? What is your function?
To breathe.
Breathe. That's a good one. Okay, we have air in our lungs. Do we have something else in this area?
We have a kidney here.
Kidney? Okay.
No.
Someone?
Liver.
Liver. Okay, liver is very special organ. What do you do?
Detoxify.
Detoxify. Yes, very good. So, no kidneys either? Or, yes, kidneys. What do you do? You don't know. Does anyone know?
Filter.
Filter. Very good. So clean the system. All the blood goes through the kidneys and take out what is necessary. Okay, we have the kidneys. Do we have any bowels? Any digestive system? The stomach? Oh my God, we cannot eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the most important.
we are having a cooking project and we cannot eat because we don't have any digestive system. Okay, so what else? We are moving downwards. What else? What kind of organs are down there that are present?
Sitting ones.
Sitting ones. Okay. So guys, what are you? Leg. Leg? Which one? Right or left? One leg. Okay. And all of you are legs? Please pay attention. All are one leg or what are you?
All one leg.
All one leg. So the giant that we have here has a head, has no neck, is with one arm, with one leg, and what else? No stomach. I cannot. With one kidney and with 4 kidneys. Okay, that's a funny giant. But actually, can we form a circle once more? So thank you for that. Last thing, I want to ask you, does anyone have an idea why I did this kind of exercise for you? No. Or with you? Does anyone want to guess? No. No? Okay. Guess something. I will say it this way. Please guess something. Why I did this kind of communicate? Okay.
To get to know each other better.
To get to know each other better. Any other ideas? To learn biology? Maybe. Okay. But the function actually was that in kitchen or in the labs and even in this project, you need to work together. And no organism can actually function without all the parts working together. So today I'm going to do some workshops with you. We have divided the class or the group into 7 tables, and I kindly ask you to please form the groups that are in the sizes 4 to 5 students per group. So it means that I saw that some groups were bigger and some were smaller. So please, from the biggest groups, go to the ones that have less students. Why? There is very easy reason. We didn't print out as many materials. So please just do some reorganization and please give as much as you can, so you can get as much as you can from others as well. So okay, so let's go back to our class and kas sa äkki tahad sinna istuda? Miks? Nii on lihtsam. Okay. Okay. So let's carry on.
Okay. You can come here. Make up here.
Yes, there's one seat over there. Very good, thank you. Okay. So let me start with this question. Do you like chemical-free food or not?
No opinion.
Okay, let's do it this way. Who prefers chemical-free food? Raise your hand.
No opinion. No opinion.
Does anyone have an opinion?
I like food.
You like food? Okay.
Just food.
But would you say that you like chemical-free food?
I don't really care
Or
what's
maybe-
in it. I just like food.
Ah, okay. Any other opinions? Do you even have you ever thought about whether the food you are containing or eating contains any chemicals?
Sure, yeah.
Yes?
What food actually includes chemicals?
Aha! Very good question. What do you think?
Are they foods though?
Salami sauce.
Salami.
Okay.
I don't think anything. That's why I asked you.
Okay. So why I ask you this question is that it's very common. It's bad for you. Have you ever noticed maybe a Facebook ad or commercial or some fruit company says that, oh, it's all chemical free, no chemicals added?
Yes.
No? Yes? Okay. Some of you have, some of you haven't. So I do have to disappoint you in a sense that all our food is actually chemicals.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, so no big deal. Okay, let's carry on. So the thing is that all our food is actually made from chemicals. So all chemicals are made from atoms. Are you familiar with that? If you don't understand what I'm saying, then please tell it now or keep silence forever. So do you know, are you familiar with the fact that all matter is done of atoms? Yeah, we have different chemical atoms, and we have the periodic table that symbolizes or shows all kinds of chemical elements. Yes?
Sander, you have a question?
I want to correct you that it's actually atoms, not atoms. It's pronounced atoms.
Oh.
Thank you.
I was like, atoms? What? Atoms?
Well, I like to say atoms because well, let me have my English, you can have your English. So it's okay to correct me. I'm not the perfect English speaker, so if you know better, then go ahead, correct me. But it's very difficult for me to re-establish my English right now. So I will take it into consideration, and I will try to correct myself. Atoms, like this?
Yeah.
Okay, atoms. Okay, so all molecules or all kinds of food substances are made of molecules that contain atoms. The teachers want to add something? No? No. What do you eat? Sorry?
Food.
Calcium? Okay. It's, I think,
calcium.
Calcium? Thank you. We have English experts here. Okay, calcium. What else? When you look at the labels behind the products that you buy, what do you have there?
Proteins.
Proteins, yes. Magnesium. Mm-hmm.
Potassium.
Sorry?
Fats.
Fats, very good. What gives us energy? Fast energy.
Calories.
Calories are the energy.
Units.
I think I heard carbs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah? Carbohydrates. Hormone. Okay. So definitely, these are the three main groups of organic molecules. And I must say that if you buy food that is organic, I must tell you the surprise that all food is actually organic. Because all the molecules, or majority of the molecules in food is actually organic molecules. They contain some specific chemical elements. And I'm going to give you, I hope that I have enough papers, I'm not sure. How many tables do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I can give you at least one for each. And my question to you all is, find how many different letters or chemical elements you can find in these molecules I'm going to give you. Yep. Have a look. Okei. Että ülesanne on siis molekuli peal, missugused erinevad elemendid siin esitatud.
Aga kas CH see on üks element või siis C ja H on erinevad?
Jah, C ja H ja sul vist on O siin ja et millised erinevad on?
Mikä saa reaktioner diyor, proteinlerin diyor.
Did you understand?
No. Is it just to look, or are they going to do something?
Yes. So your task is to look at the molecules here. This is protein molecule, and see the chemical elements present in the molecule, and find out what different elements are present in this molecule. So what different elements? Tuvastad selle pildi peal, valida ja mis on erinevad.
You have to see the elements that you can see here in this. So one. Annan teile siis erineva ülesande, et teil on võib-olla sealt nagu kohe vaadata, aga siin on ülesanne see, et All ready? Raise your hand if you're ready.
Are you ready?
We are ready. Okay. You don't have to calculate how many is there, but just what kind of different elements are present. So we have Charles. You said that in our group we have proteins. Group that had proteins, 1, 2, and even more, 3. Okay, now I'm going to ask you, starting from amino acids. Proteins are made of amino acids. And what kind of chemical elements did you find in the molecules that I presented you? Who had these amino acids? There was one group and... Yes? Okay. Can you tell me?
Nitrogen, oxygen.
Nitrogen, oxygen. Yeah, carry on.
Nitrogen.
Nitrogen is said. Oxygen.
Hydrogen.
Hydrogen.
Carbon.
Carbon.
Carbon monoxide, I think.
Carbon oxide, that's already an additional group. But any more different elements present?
No, that's it. That's pretty much
Do that? No? Did you find this? Yes, over there as well. Very good. Okay, let's carry on. Let's go on to the proteins. The groups with proteins, raise your hand. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. I've I don't know your name, so I just have to point and tell them, please. Can anyone help?
Need help?
English element names are difficult, I guess. Yes. Okay. So you found carbon, I heard. Yes.
Hydrogen.
Yes.
Nitrogen.
Nitrogen.
Oxygen.
Oxygen. I heard sulfur.
Yes, sulfur.
Okay, very good. And from, did I have another group over there? Yes? Okay. So carry on. The carbs or carbohydrates is the scientific name. Yeah. Okay, the carb group. Where do we have them? Carbs? Oh no. I think it has a name on top.
Simple starch.
Starch? Tärklis?
Niisiis, milline see on?
So, an open question. What do you think? What starch is? Does it belong to the protein family? Fats or carbs?
H2O.
Can you please tell me about the starch? What kind of elements did you find? Say it in Estonian so I can translate.
Mida?
Eesti keeles. Mis elemendid sa leidsid?
Vesinik, karbon.
Okay, we have hydrogen,
Oxygen.
carbon, oxygen,
And we don't have any more.
That's it. Okay, good. Anyone wants to add something? Who else had carbs? Yes? Sorry? You don't have anything to add? Okay, do you agree? Yes. Okay. And girls at the back, what did you have? Sorry?
Carbs.
Carbs? Do you have the same? Do you have anything to add? Same. Good. Okay, and now turning to the fats. What do you have? These ones we have asked. Who had fats or triglycerides? Yes, saturated fatty acid. Okay, and what do you have there?
Hydrogen, carbon,
Hydrogen, carbon, and oxygen. Okay, well done. Anyone wants to add something? Okay, so what can you see from the board? When we look at the amino acids, when we look at proteins, when we look at fats, and when we look at carbohydrates, what can you see? They are the same. Thank you. So they actually contain similar elements: carbs, fats, proteins, and amino acids and proteins. Then they all contain the majority of carbon. Carbon is the fourth element that is present on Earth, by the way. And this is the backbone for every organic molecule. So it plays a massive role in everything you eat. And it's just carbon has an option to have 4 different bonds. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's where that's what gives carbon its like chemical properties, I would say. The second one is hydrogen, and carbon goes together with hydrogen. And also we have oxygen. If we eat something, then we breathe in as well, and we use oxygen to get energy from these organic molecules. When this bond is broken due to oxygen, then energy is released, and we are able to do whatever we want to, and we feel warm as well. Okay, so without further ado, my aim was here to just give you a little glimpse of what organic molecules are made of, because majority of the food is made of these majority of 4 different elements: carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen. Nitrogen is especially important for proteins and amino acids. But okay. So let's carry on with workshops. Different groups, and everyone has a different task. Okay? And please keep an eye on what everyone else is doing as well, because there might be something that you can use in your projects. As I understood, you guys did some food earlier. Yes? And you might feel or might get something interesting out of these little projects you have here. Start to read the instructions.
Oh, these?
The instructions, yes. The instruction papers are the white ones. And please, everyone should have at least one or share. So start to read if you don't understand something.
Kõikidel purkigi.
Juhul kõik klassid. Ilja, mine ruttu.
Atenție,
Veel, ei ole. Ei ole kellega saab see mõte?
Sa pidid siia panema selle asja sinna. Vist. Sõrt делать? Kuidas läheb siis täna? Ei.
Lõpes sööda.
She made videos. Can you? No?
Oliver.
Nice butter. Butter will be first, as opposed to
Все попиздят это вообще, да? Только по очи, я не знаю.
Pikad juhtud, kus see
Только не знаю по очи.
Toogi sinna sisse ja vaata, kas on...
See siin?
Pane see sinna sisse ja vaata.
See või?
Jaa.
Kes see teeb? Ma hoian. Mina hoian sina kallareid. Ma kallan mööda. Näed, ära kalla mööda siin. Tolba ju. Kallan mööda. Nüüd. Ja nüüd. Okei. Ja mingi. You did this to me. You did this to me. Kuidas me seda pihka? Ära pihka.
Ma süüdistan Valgeris.
Kas vaatu konto?
Olmasına gerek yok.
Vot see spermitoon on kantslarist.
Aega kõvasti!
äkki midagi segama?
Lustig.
Mallise kohta kirjutan. Siia kes on Deep. Mis siin sees on? Seda võib juua, jätab sinu. Nii hakake panema tilgake edasi.
Lustig. Слишком сумно, опять.
Ärge kokkelge, come on.
Лучше туда.
See on nüüd mitmes oli.
Mis tražimo donora?
Za promociju medicine. Sličan jedan lik, on je
Viie peale. 1,63 peale. Ta on
See ei ole üks tüüp laseb üks.
Mis on meie proovib? Te teete kohe peale, jah? Ma olen käes ärastanud siit
Ma ei teegi ju enda
Nõustatud napine küll.
kas üks seda või
How long did it take? A little bit more. So it should be something like this. You see that there's a cup and then there's one. Ananas ja teil on värske ananas. Kokku neid ei pane. Nii, siis te valate sinna peale selle želatiini laguse. Niimoodi, et see oleks kaetud. Nii, ja siis panete selle külmkappi või akna taha. Just on siuke süsteem. Et panete akna taha ja siis see võtab natukene aega, et siis te peate natukene, jah, et see võtab natuke aega. Nad või paar tundi. Et näiteks võib-olla homme saate tulla vaatama, mis sellega juhtus või paari tunni pärast saate tulla vaatama, mis sellega juhtus. Et üks peaks ära tarduma ja üks peaks jääma vedelaks. Aga milline? Seda ütlete juba teie mulle. Anja, kas te saite aru? Jah? Mis te tegema hakkate? Rääkige mulle siis nüüd.
Värski ja teadlikult
Kaetud? Jah.
The paper is 8 grams.
And you need more salt, I guess.
Yes. Try tonight's name.
So one is cold and one is warm.
Okay.
This as well. Did you try it? The pickle?
I think they didn't try it, but then we can make it this overall test. Okay, just a few minutes more, and then now we are finished. So we make small ending minutes. So yes, so we are all tired. So but did you like the workshops?
Yes.
Don't do that, you get cold. So in the morning I started this experiment which we didn't have time, and who wants, they can come and taste it now, because now we have comparison. This is the actual product that everybody has tasted. It's marinated cucumber
Or pickles?
or pickles. So and if you taste this one, and you saw that I took it from here in the morning and put it here into the water, and when we taste this one, then they taste different. Why? Because the water has taken some salt out.
So you can try it.
Yes, so you can try it. Who wants? I will try it myself. So
There are knives over there.
yes. So Tormi.
Will dare. What I would like to finish this workshops up with is a short overview. What did you do? I understand that some of you are still finishing up with the tasks, but just give a short overview. What did you do, and what kind of conclusions or results did you get from the experiment or the workshop that you were working on?
In your workshop.
What did you do first, and what is
If we put lemon drops inside of milk, then it lowers the pH level of it, and it creates clumps, which the milk and the clumps are used in a special type of cheese.
Which is called? Ricotta.
Ricotta cheese.
Ricotta. This is the home version of making ricotta. Very easy. Your results said that I think it was around 5.6 the pH. But did you find something from the big book that contradicts with your results?
Yeah, it should have started clumping at 4.6 pH. But for some reason it clumped at 5.65.
So something needs to be further investigated, whether the book is wrong or something went wrong with that. Yes.
Measurement equipment was not calibrated actually. I can say for that. There you go. What is the conclusion?
What did you do? Can anyone describe what you did? Be brave. Be brave.
Minutes to think and talk it through. Let's take the next group. Maybe you?
Had to
Can you speak up a bit? And the others, please be quiet.
we had to test the diffusion speed in water in
the cold water and
in water at the temperature of room.
Okay.
And testing diffusion speed in mixing.
Okay. So we had two different conditions.
Yeah.
One was you were trying to see how the mixing affects the diffusion speed, and the second one was the temperature, how the temperature affects diffusion speed. And what kind of conclusions did you make? Gathers?
At the first with temperature.
Yes, with the temperature.
In the cold water, syrup is distributed slow. Than
So in colder water, the diffusion is slower than in warm water. Okay, very good.
And in second is if we mix the syrup with hot water, it's dissolved faster.
Mixing also makes the diffusion faster. Okay, very good. Thank you. You can smell it from here. Very nice smell. What did you do? And what can you share?
So I added the water salt. Then I put the cucumbers in it, and I learned that there's a thing called Lactobacillus plantarum.
Lactobacillus plantarum.
Yes.
That's a
And
bacteria.
that's the main bacteria.
Yes.
And it is very tolerant to salt. So when I added salt, it's turned into pickles.
Yes. The bacteria will start to produce lactic acid, and that's why they become sour.
That's called fermentation.
Yes, lactic acid. Okay, the last or the corner group over there, you had a little accident.
Because of me.
So can you describe what is your experiment going to be?
We got 3 cups of jelly.
Jelly.
The one cup we put the fresh pineapple, and on the other we put the canned one.
Yes.
So we
So you are testing how gelatin and pineapple work together, whether it's canned or it's fresh, and how it will affect the gelatin or the jelly of the...
I think so.
Yes. And your experiment will last a little bit longer, so ask them later in the fridge. Okay? So your group, we have some art ready here. So can you describe what did you do, and maybe show it to the others as well, the experiment results?
We mixed hot water and cornstarch, and we got glue. So we made this mosaic.
Okay. Do you want to show it to the others as well? Yes. So when it will be dry, then this is something that you can take with you back home as a representation of the workshop. So thank you very much. From you, can you share? Guys, be quiet.
We put some milk in a jar.
So
after we shake them, shake it sorry.
Whipped cream, yes.
Yeah. About 2 or 3 minutes, we saw that the milk became butter.
Yes. So they make butter here. So this can be used. You can put some salt and some herbs. The group over there who's making pickles have some oregano and some salt and pepper. You can add to the butter you made, and it will be delicious, freshly made butter from this group. So thank you very much for sharing. What was the chemical or chemistry behind the experiment that you did?
He fed
Can anyone help?
globals, I think.
Globals? Okay.
Yeah, or break open.
Yes.
And they fed molecules from there.
They clump together to form butter. Yes, very good.
Cornmeal liquid butter and soy butter.
Yes, thank you very much.
Tormi also performs tomorrow.
I'm not doing any performance tomorrow.
Yes, because with her you can make tomorrow's lunch pizza.
Woo!
Pizza with you.
Yeah.
So tomorrow you can listen to her again. And but now I think we clean up. So it means that every group makes this way that everything. Hello. As for me, I will say, and then clean everything and put it to dry.
And comment, taste the cucumber.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Take your giant Bible. Giant Bible.
Let's take it upstairs.
One special ingredient, which name I don't know in English, called linnase jahu, I don't know. I will Google.
So it gives the color. Yeah.
All together.
I also brought
Because it's not very
I need a knife.
Oh my god!
Yolanda.
Triviales. No, patata con el Okay, what should we
Oh yes. Sure.
All the time.
Biz de sanardık ki bizim yemeksiz ama romanlar ne yaşıyorsun?
İstanbul'a yakın zaten.
Akardeniz. Sınıfta yapınca bile 15 tane şey oluyor. Yani bizim yaptıklarımızı çıkarsanız 3 tane de çıkar.
Okay, so we before okay, no problem.
Ne süreç adamı? Ama bilmiyorum. Ne kontrol kopsana anlatırsın.
Just come with me.
Allah seninle çay gidiyor.
Куда ставить, помогайте, я не знаю, куда ставить. Конечно, смотри. Вареники.
As you already know, I want always this important horizon here to me, but actually for Tina.
Thank you. I'm glad that this long day is going such pleasant end. Our table is full of different kind of food, and we can just say about that food what we prepared, and then every group will tell a little bit what they have here. So Estonian have here korosk oli siis nagu ütles inglise keeles. Korosk. Some different type of traditional cakes, and we didn't have enough grain to have just from so this is the mixed flours to have more food. Meatballs, it's a little bit more new version. Pancakes also, but the old one is bread, and bread is how we say. All other food is near bread. Bread is the main. And of course cheese, cottage cheese, and also you can taste from our berries. This is quite new product, so it's natural berries and some sugar. And what else I can see here? Vareniki. This is traditional Russian food actually, and as we have here both students, Estonians and the Russian ones, they made their own food. Vareniki this is pastry, and inside is curd, and it's cooked, so try them too. Next groups, what do you bring here?
Not from Croatia. We are from the continental part of Croatia. We have a traditional continental diet that includes a lot of meat. We eat a lot of pork, so we have pork sausage and bacon and cracklings here with horseradish sauce. That's what we eat a lot of with cold meat cuts. We have pickled paprika, small pickled peppers, not very hot. We also have the hot version, but not here. Meat paste, fish paste, various jams and jellies, and we are also a coastal country, and we eat quite a lot of fish, so we have some fish here as well. And we have some candy and chocolate, all Croatian produced. Thank you.
So I'll say a few words about the dishes the Romanian teachers and students brought here in Estonia. They are all homemade and are usually made for Christmas. So I'll begin from here. This is sweet bread. Okay, sarmale. Also a traditional Romanian and Turkish dish. We have here a cake. Some cheesecake here, and all kind of cookies, and I think and of course honey here, our math teacher. It is made by him. So
no, my family beans.
His beans, not him. And we hope you will enjoy. Okay, thank you.
And we have many delicious meals, but I'm sorry we didn't bring them. So when you come to Turkey, make sure that you will eat them. So we just brought some Turkish delights. It's very famous. and Turkish coffee. I will cook it for you at the end of the meal, and I hope you will enjoy it. Okay? Thank you very much.
Have some small information and booklets, and as we will go tomorrow a short trip to Kohtla-Nõmme, maybe you will want to look at this package and get more know about our county. So I will give each group.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And now just grab the plates and enjoy all what we have here.
But then we start playing some introductory games also within, let's take half an hour to eat, and then we start some games. Is it okay?
Because
Okay, let's eat.
Go, go, go, go.
Okay, I forgot to mention. Okay. We know we had Turkish partners.
And also in it pork.
No, this is sweet bread. It's something sweet.
Oh, and this is inside fruit. Really? Okay. Okay, we will try.
As I said,